This week what I thought I'd show you is how to make your mixes bat crap loud. I've found myself recently needing to compete with some pretty loud rough mixes that I was given, demo mixes. And so I thought, man, I'm just going to see how loud I can push things without really destroying the sonic quality. I came up with a couple ideas, and I think you might like them. Some of these are techniques that I've shown you before incorporated within this major process. So let's think of this as the macro approach to making your mixes louder. One of the things I want to accomplish today is show you that sometimes you just can't put something on the stereo bus and expect that to make it louder. Mastering engineers do a great job of that, but we don't have the tools they have. Now, we've got some pretty good tools, but in order to maximize, and I chose that word carefully, the ability of what we put on the stereo bus to enhance the volume, you need to kind of pre-bake stuff before you send it there. So you kind of need to prepare it in such a way so that it can do its job more efficiently, whatever you've got on the stereo bus, for example, Ozone 5 or L2, whatever. So I'm going to show you some of those elements today on a macro level. Now, I'm going to play you the before. I've made an adjustment so that we're pretty close to the same levels on my VU meters on my stereo bus so that you can compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. Here's the track. The tambourine is going to sound a little bit loud because obviously when it goes through the compression phases, it's going to get brought down a little bit. But all I did was just take all the plugins off. Okay, I'm going to add all the plugins back on and show you the after, and then we'll break down each stage. So here's the after what I did. This is at the same level. And now let's analyze what we did. First off, on the bass, we didn't really do anything high level. I just added a little bit of compression, a little bit of R-bass. This was a plugin that I inherited, so I didn't change it, but I like it. Now, on the snare is pretty obvious. On the kick, this is the main kick right here. So all I did on it was put a little bit of Chris Lord-Alge on it, and something I've been doing lately, just add a little touch of you can read these yourself. So now I'm dumping all of that into this aux right here. Now here's the kicks. Here's a little Stephen Slade I added. Just gives me a little definition. Now once again I sent it to my old buddy, my parallel track. It's all coming out through here. I'm calling this aux right here a half. Sometimes, like on this particular aux, I added a little bit of mid-range. We're going to go over that in a later ITL. Now, I always send my drums to an aux. Now, on this aux, all we're using is this aux right here. So let's check out what this aux is adding now. Everything's coming through this aux. Now this could be the same process for any type of music. Rock, R&B, hip hop. Okay, now here's without just the aux. Now we're still going through the chain on the stereo bus. Okay, now I've got it set up to show you what I would do in a rock situation, what I would do in a hip hop or program drumming situation. So this would be the hip hop. We've shown you the 2007. I'm taking out a little bit of 50 because it's just killing my overall meters. Then I'm a little slope in the mid range to get me a little more punch. Can you see this right here? That here's 1,000. So I'm sitting around 1,000. This is just for volume. This is just for volume. Okay, so now this is what we got. Let's see what we would do for the rock side. I would do this for the rock side. Let's just leave that. Now, heading over to the stereo bus, this is where we're going to run into a couple of old buddies. Now, to get it really loud, I like to kind of pre-bake it with a little bit of L2 going into the Isotope 5. I showed you a little bit about this plug-in. Ooh, look at all the noise I got. That's so cool. So this is the EQ I'm using. I'm taking out a little bit of 400, but once again, I'm emphasizing this mid-range. That's so important to get volume. Study your Fletcher-Munson curves. This volume, this area in here is so important. So let's start with nothing. Okay, this is with just the isotope. That thing's a beast. And now this is what the L2 is doing. I'm going to turn the L2 on. I'm going to let a bar go by, maybe a bar and a half, then I'm going to turn the L2 on so you can see what it's doing. It's giving me a little bit of volume without any increase in headroom. I was watching my meters on my stereo bus when I did that, and they didn't budge. It's pretty impressive technique, even if I have to say so myself. So stay tuned, and I'll break down everything you want to know about kick drums and how to make them loud in a future episode of ITL, hopefully the very next episode. All right, see you.